Hello everyone, Shadow here, and today we are going to continue our journey to get the happy ending. We already did Yuri a while back, so this time we're going to do Yuri for this run. So let's do this. I'm just live streaming this since it's mostly on YouTube. I can't record my voice when I'm like recording a video, so stream. Lots. Oh, of course. I don't. Looks like you don't know. Hey, it's a horror game. It is kind of, but it's actually a horror game. Mostly in the second act. I'm just doing requirements with the happy ending, or the good ending, you could say. Alright. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance with her arms in the air like she's pulling a police chase and she might herself. The girl is Yuri, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you know each other for so long. Oh yes. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waking up. So if she's going to chase me after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sarah catch up to me. Ever slept again? Well, I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop. You say that like you are thinking about it more. That's me, well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think you're you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. You say sorry. We crossed the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their debut. Anyway, Laya, have you decided to join a club yet? Club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't looked either. I just how the game is, I guess. Yeah, that's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our mini conversations where I just blissfully go along with whatever she's going on about. Yeah, I would actually do this thing. She already likes to worry a little too much about me, but I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few glasses if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Well, you at least promising you'll try a little. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay. Why did I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worrying so much about me makes me want to ease her mind out at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. That reminds me of someone. school day is an ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. Shit, I need to blow my nose so badly. I'm confidently sure I got a cold. Again. Give me a moment, I need to blow my goddamn nose. Oh. Oh, shit. There. I can breathe a little easier. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Gloves. Rory wants me to check out some clubs. Excuse me. Oh. I guess I had no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Rory. Rory must have come into classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Unless you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sorry. Yeah? There's no way I'm going into your club. Meanie. Sorry is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start the club. She was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club. She inherited the title vice president. That said, my entrance in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Oh, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and asked Doki to make cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Rory's really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cutting edge to find all of this out. Well, I let out a long sigh. Fine. Let's stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go! Thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Well, I'm not gonna sell my soul to Jefferson Jeezy Powers. Sorry, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Okay, the classroom room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Troy always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy. Way to cut the atmosphere. Lyle, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All of us escaped me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Why are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Yes, Doki. The girl with the tower attitude whose name is apparently nice looking is one I don't recognize. First of all, the makes her look like a first year student. She is also the one who made cupcakes. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sorry says that quietly into my ear, then turns back to the other girls. Anyway, this is Doki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest of the club. Don't say anything like that. Yuri, who appears completely more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with the people. Ah, well, it's nice to meet you both. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Lyle. Monica smiles sweetly. Oh, there it comes. I know what you mean. That's so true. I do too. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little. You too, Monica. Come sit down, Lyle. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. How about I make some tea as well? Girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As already mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica, one space next to Yuri. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Yuri. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Whoa. Nice. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Yuri grabs first, and Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Yuri's talked with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Oh, why are you thanking me? It's not like have I heard this somewhere before? Yeah, we definitely did. From our previous playthrough. Made them for you or anything. Yeah, I thought you technically did. Sorry, said. Well, maybe, but not for you, you. I mean, alright. I gave up Natsuki's very logic to this conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying his tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before sitting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Alright, the teacher gave us the permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Yeah, so that's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was particularly dragged here by Yuri. Oh, I haven't joined any clubs yet. Yuri seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Were you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and public publicity and how to prepare for events. I much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. and if encourage others to get into literature, then fulfilling that dream. Monica's really is a great leader, I guess, in a way. Harry's also not in agreement, and is trying to find there aren't many more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the efforts to start something very new. Especially when it comes to something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica lets him work really hard to find these things. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of him joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. No thanks. Catch you, Danger. Oh, there goes Danger. Oh, look like I'm all by myself now. So, Lyle, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way to answering that. Well, you see, I like to do things called making sure shit for sometimes cheating, I guess. Or someone being a narcissist or a sadist and someone not dancing for too long. Yeah. Manga. I like the music and all, like it's cute, but it's a little too loud for me. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Then her head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Hey, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces to the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorite are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on in clear fashion about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep physiological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Yep. I read too many fanfics and I don't regret it. I don't regret any of the fanfics I read. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I actually grasp something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this point, reading might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I think I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as generous as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. The real horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, what's that? Well, that's a key turn over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last time. It looked like you were working on a phone call. Don't say it out loud. And get that back. Fine. Ricardo, your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sorry, slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, write your own poems? Yeah, well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No, that's your first tries. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Doki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just a compliment. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, expose your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experiences too, Yuri? Maybe if I share some of your work, you can set an example and help Suki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess the same for Yuri. I want to read everyone's poems. Also in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. As Suki and Yuri look puzzically at Monica, let's all go home and write a poem for our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Lila? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sorry, me had convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. So I have other questions to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with detected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought, well, you all, I'm defensive against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? If writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lit up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sarah wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, really just scared me for a moment. If you really just came here for cupcakes, I'll be super pissed. That makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. I will phone to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Marco looks over at me once more. I'll look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel anxiety welling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Nesuke clean up their food. Hey Lyle, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, and I never walk home together anymore because you always stay after school for class. Sure, might as well. Yay. With that, the two of us departed the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Yuri, Nesuke, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I be really happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of the circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Which words do you think your favorite club member will like? Something good might happen with whoever likes their poem. Okay. Since we're doing Yuri, we're going to do Yuri for this run. And then next time, we're going to do Nesuke. I'm not sure if Monica is required, but I might just do hers. That's just in case. But the teach achievement. Lots of them. Two faster chocolate cheeks, pure together anxiety, innocent lollipop and identity, twin smile, spinning, waterfall, loud cage, captain. Really a boy. Touchdown, raindrops, flea, milk, secret sensation. Promise, no. Tragedy, passion, email, no. Mm. Maybe I'm a I think that's okay. There it is. Achievement unlock. Perfect Yuri. Yeah, Lyle. Why did you didn't run away from us? Don't worry. This might be a little strange for you, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is ready to hang out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Lyle. Oh, this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Make you head first into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Thinking you dive head first into literature, but you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like everyone, like you deserve any slack. Sorry, told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. I think you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Looks like you find yourself stuck between saying manga and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Naiseki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. I always give it his best as long as he's having fun. It helps me with busy work without me asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is a messy. It's distracting, and you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and I can become good friends too? Sorry? As usual, Sirius is oblivious to a weird situation she's just bumping into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Oh, wait, it's Yuri? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Yuri made it sound like a big deal, but it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So a nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well, here. Yuri reaches into your bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't really usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically took the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you say. Now there's everyone settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some schedule activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sorry and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the club. I'm really curious to talk to you a little bit more. But at the same time, I would feel bad for Shankar from me. Oh yes, everyone, Yuri, out. There's a lot of new dialogues. It's like the same thing from last time, with the same beginning, but different approach. I catch a glimpse of the cover of the book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She thinks another glance at me and eyeing me for some seconds. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing it out. I'm aware of this since I made her uncomfortable. Oh, that's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. I'll just be reading a bit of this, though. That's the book that you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. How come you had two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at this bookstore yesterday, and that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I just happened to buy two of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri is telling me, but I decided to let it go. I definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? Excuse me. What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and skins her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an anonymous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just want to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life goes... It's really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. While her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationship, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? That is such big ass foreshadowing and lots of fourth wall breaks. Goddamn. You already made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark. Sorry, guys. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. There, you can fucking hear me? Alright, Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Lyle? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. And also... Yeah, I sort of forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and inclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. And horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. That's something when you thought you related to the protagonist. They're made out of the naive one, correlating their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plan. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. I can see why some people like Yuri. Hey, don't apologize. I have a lot of interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. Oh, no problem. I'll probably just ask Jefferson to have his jinxie powder up and about, ready to go. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I could do is listen. It's a literature class after all. Oh. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Don't have to. What are you saying? Oh, I'm just eating a cookie. Don't mind me. Ugh. Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that put I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I said it here, right? I slid into the seat next to Yuri's. Uh, yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. That's... I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I still understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slid my deck into the top against yours, and I hold my duck more between the two of them. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her eye. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It seems like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that's make it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumbs and forefinger. I thought we were the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn a page? Sorry. I think I got a little distracted for a second. I glanced over at Yuri's face again and our eyes met. I know I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me? Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assumed that she finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own Violet team. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over her side as she catches it on her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she... Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she's also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerism. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. Belial? That's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know how you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poem with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Alright, Yuri? You look kinda down. Sorry if you don't have been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Really, it's your hand from a book causing it to close on time. Alright, I guess I'll do more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I set it up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back into my bag. Maybe we should do NC, other me. Let's use a fucking bookmark. By the way, do you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? Can't wait. Jerry and Monica enthusiastically plot their poems. Jerry's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composite notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri look looking comply as well, reaching into their bags. And I do the same myself. Alright, I'll be right back. I need to blow my nose. I'm back, everyone. Let's get the poems going. But I'll get the first part. But I don't mind reading it again. As you read the poem, the notes are enlightening. Exceptional. What was that? Do you say that out loud? Did I say that out loud? Mary first covered her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going here. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Okay. That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imaginary metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming for you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh. Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my bow again. Definitely not because I'm resets or anything, but yeah. It's all different useful. Well, I know that. I just mean, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the whole mess of breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliverable. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressivism are weakened. Yuri finds her train of thought as her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can blame me for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing using a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes to practice and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. And Doki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? uh, well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. That's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologies are served to me or to next week. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri's finds renewing as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which is, well, it's kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? It's really hard to understand. Ghosts under the light. Glitter all my hair illuminates beneath the every glow. Amazing. It must be this one. The last remaining street lights who have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present, but living the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry, I had such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read scripts very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's really. Also, I like the poem, and even though it's short, it's really descriptive. If it wasn't too short, I usually write long poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost hearing? Actually, there's no reason about the ghost and all that. Really. Unless I totally missed the point. I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, during her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, put it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. Okay? It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so yeah. And you think I could probably learn a thing or two from you? You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all of this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Kyle. Me too. Who should I show my small Senor? Our childhood best friend of this infancy. Wow. Wow. Her phone is really bad. It's fine, it's fine. It's your first time. Besides, I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact I'm sitting in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Lyle. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Yuri. I'm not sure if Yuri sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay. Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Alright, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleep from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. Yuri, this is just guess, but did you just wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. Still try retros. Yeah, I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I skip breakfast all the time. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Oh yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to next? Well, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put effort. Well, we all start somewhere, right? If you're so proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'm telling you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you're probably thinking eagles can fly, monkeys can fly, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can see, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophistical and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for the rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. That else brings out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that, more to it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I will take that. Last but not least, Monica. Hello. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. That's true. Anyway, want to share your phone with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ah ha ha. Alright, Lyle. We're all a little bears today, you know? That's sort of barrier that we all learn to get past to. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Lyle. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easy for me to keep everyone's expectation. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imaginary and symbolism. Like Yuri, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very interesting to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel. Or let them deeply analyze all the nuisance. It can take years of practice, which I am assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. I sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Oh, that's because I had to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in a wall. Yeah, I remember this. It couldn't happen me. See direction, the speckle protrudes, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My routines? I don't know. Ari's scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I really saw that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. And to perform out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of come out strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Interesting. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for how my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Signori and Monica are happily chatting. I am saying on Yuri and Natsuki. He generally sees sheets of paper, chooses to respect the poems. As they read in tandem, I watch out the expression change. Natsuki eyes forward in frustration, meanwhile Yuri smiles sadly. Yeah? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returned the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess say it's fancy. Thanks. Yuri is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clear about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you had to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I had a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for a suggestion, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Yuri liked it, and Lyle did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestion of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I know expected to change it into soon, unless of course I came across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And I like my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stays up. Oh? I didn't realize you were invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Yeah? That's not what I... You're saying something as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Lyle appreciated my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? Hey, no. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose booze actually grew his size bigger as soon as Lyle started showing up. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like funny guys. Throwing both first points makes me guess what they just knows how to say anything. Lyle, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could go over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out of the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. I'll explain that to her, Lyle. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expensive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feeling and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not necessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understood that, right, Lyle? Well? How do I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. Whatever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course, that's right. Since we're doing Yuri... Natsuki, you're right that I like your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri, you're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that's... But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, you're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well. If you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding me? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should do? Natsuki clenches her fist. In the end, nobody has taken her side. The trap at this point being defiant only because she can handle depression. I ended up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sorry, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she tramples off the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Well, don't worry, that's okay. I'll take your side when it's your route. She really didn't need to do that. I'll look across the room. Mary has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down her desk. I genuinely approach her and sit in the chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You're probably hearing me now. Oh, Yuri, how could anyone not have been that frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think anyone asked you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Lyle. Too kind. Thankfully, you're a part of the club now. That's nothing. One more thing. That's that one thing that you said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So, okay. What thing that you say? Well, never mind that. It's probably the boobs. Well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea. Good idea. Enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How do you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. I would say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. How about you? Yeah, I say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems that I liked. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job of practicing poems on my class. And I'll admit to myself a newfound determination. Well, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. It really has been a while since I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Yuri, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? Between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just want to know your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. You. Lyle, it's nice that I get to spend some time with you in the club. I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Yuri still hasn't gotten onto the kind of situation in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does I really need to talk to him? We'll just have to see what the future holds for her. I passed Yuri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Yuri as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. I think we gotta do this at least 3 times. That's very nice to where you're at. I mean, where you're at right now. Move it. Nope. More rats there. Shit. Damn it. That's whole day by accident. Yeah, doesn't really matter. I got the achievement. So. As long as it's mostly Yuri, it'll be fine, right? I didn't mean to do that. Controller sometimes can be a piece of shit. Yuri here. What the fuck? What's this? That relates to all this. Right. Nope. Uncanny. Oop. Nope. Oh. No. That's one. It's like ready. Has to be lust, of course. Yep, there we go. There we know I might have fucked up a few times, but some of them are just not my fault. I just love playing on James. Why not? Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I got a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Lyle. Yo, it's Yuri. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being here in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. I guess it's always simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, shall we? Eh? Why that all of a sudden? Oh, rude. I just wanted to look at it. Very nervously retrieves her coin purse. She palms with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets the contents flood through the desk. Only 2 small coins falls out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Yuri. That's not fair. How do you know? It's simple. If you have enough money in the first one, you would have bought a snack before coming to the country. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you've spent all your money so that I will lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that leaves me with the one odd shit. Ugh. Give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face was in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. I was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Lyle to let me borrow some money. Yeah. Don't get me involved like that, Yuri. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly for. Frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stuff like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I get 2 swords in my book. Ugh. I really like when you speak about you. It doesn't matter how... it doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You're right though. I did something bad and now I had to accept the retribution. Bad. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you would have come in for those cupcakes. So I tricked Suki into making one. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. I don't know, where something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles on the desk. That. Yeah. Ow. What was? Huh? A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in spike. Turning glass around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution? Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just going to give it to you. But then I heard you laugh out the cupcakes, and it was totally worth seeing your reaction though. So nice of you. I'm so happy. Mary hugs the cookie. She's eat it very rapidly, tears open the wrapper, and takes a big bite. So good. Mary suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. Get my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie? Suki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Suki. Try it. Jeez. Beggars can't be losers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Why? So I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Terry gets out of her seat and goes behind Mitsuki, then wraps her arms around. I get it. Doki's still in hand as she can reach up. Nudge Yuri's off of her. Oh, so Yuri suddenly leans down and take a bite of the. Hey! Do you seriously just do that? Mm-hmm. Mouthful Yuri trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. She's such a kid sometimes. Look, I can tell Yuri. As he glances around. Aka is in the cloakroom. Aka anyway. Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. Hopefully she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just has something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Yeah? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's weird. Excuse me. My door things open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I don't think you guys were worried or anything. Eh? Not gonna choose to fall over a boyfriend after all. She's so unwilled. Boyfriend? What are you talking about? Manga quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. Why held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was a study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. You must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you play music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's... Oh, look at me. Maybe once I get a little better. I will. Hey. That sounds cool. I also look forward to it. So, in that case, I won't let you down, Lyle. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry, I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. But I didn't miss anything, did I? No. I choose to leave out yours for Shiva's. I'm sure Miss Suki would not complain to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sarah somehow already finished her assignment with Doki. Yuri is back to her book. Next Suki disappears into the closets. Hey Yuri. Eh? I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one night we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was kinda just waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yeah, let's... Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Al, thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, is a nice cup of tea. In some case, I guess it does. Not to mention yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, that kind of with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm gonna plug this into the teacher's desk and then we'll go get some water. She walked past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I suddenly watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her skipping mannerism. Especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. I'll be right back, I gotta blow my fucking nose again. Alright, back. I feel a little better now. Okay, I may have the water pitcher. Thanks. I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Yeah? We're just... Yuri was gonna make some tea, so... I thought you realized how weird it sounds to sing this to me. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping me while wiring is what I'm doing? I love cats. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Let's go, Lyle. Very quickly I sit in the room and I follow. While in the hallway, she suddenly pulls her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, I just... Some things about the way she said that. It made me so irritated. What was wrong with me? No, Yuri, I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but there's also nothing right. It's all not right for Monaco to judge people like that. Well, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because, not saying that you do it is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions. We can't always hide them away. We always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. Ah, no. When you hate me for something as terrible as that, why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Hey, listen, head. Lyle, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Ray. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help you feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walked to a New Year's water fountain. Once we filled out the water pitcher, we turned to the classroom. Do you like long tea? I had no idea what the fuck that is. Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was laying in the show. You noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try and express myself a little bit more. And it turns out it's not very hard for me to do. And when it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't pull yourself too much. You're always worried about me, Lyle. It's very endearing. That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I could keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Lyle, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? How's that? It's a little bit easier from my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, there really is. No worries, I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's mostly likely because your posture, right? I always hunch over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of all chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sugar's. I take it, since it'll go well with the tea. I don't get it. I don't like chocolate. It is too much of a strong word. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, 2 cups at our sides, as if in sync we assume the same reading position as last time, each only one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like that? Yuri's always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, she's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hands, that's not holding the book. I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Ryan hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression. I can only pursue the world around her that's fading away. These all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax though. I put the teacup between my legs and followed with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I frightfully let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay. I won't take any. Sure. Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudged on the pages. Ah, I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, eh? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. As a result, her left arm is particularly resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as this situation is completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I effortlessly place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lip over it. Yuri expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me while she needs to confirm what just happened. Well... Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Oh, that's... Well... You were just helping. That's something that friends do. Right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but... Yeah. That was all. That's all it was. Yeah. Then... You don't need to stop for anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can't tell by her expression that even she can focus, you know. My heart is pounding. I nervously stick another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes met mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't even avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breath. I raise my arm. I prefer Yuri parts her lip. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone. Yuri's is back. It's time to share poems. Can you help Yuri pull away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the tea cups from the floor. That was kind of funny, honestly. Pick up the bag of chocolate, and in the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word. I get a feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Should I show my phone first? Let's see what you were in for today. Yuri starts the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Well, this one might be even better than yesterday. How do you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of techniques we're practicing. Maybe that's why. Did a good job explaining? I really want to try giving it more imaginary. Very visibly swallows. Even her hands appears ready. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer the patient, that patient to her. Yeah, just being patient like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Yeah, I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. You really think that? And again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah. I do. If it's with you. a raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. I guess I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well, aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The exciting beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon has... And... I don't know what that is. The moon increments its place and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glisters in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotion onto the newly satisfying animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always ready. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic. Whatever the fuck that word is. Conditioning. I slice the bread and I feel myself again. I can read cursive. There's some words that's just hard for me to read. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. So it's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. Yeah, definitely do not need to know. Definitely not about cutting yourself, but yeah. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imaginary and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. You're not suicidal, you're just amassicus, I guess. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing. If people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Lyle? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is repeat each other in our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really are many people like you, Lyle. That's exaggerating a bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I'd feel so comfortable sharing my writing. And now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to think for that. It's not really. Her response sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Yuri. Ooh. I like this one, Lyle. It has a nice feeling in it. I'm glad. So it's at least better than yesterday's. Uh-huh. Maybe I'm getting better at this then. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feeling is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh, why don't you at least try giving it some thoughts? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. Well, you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Yeah? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I already saw that sign that she is sad. Somewhat sad. That expression. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet? I guess? Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Shiori. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud on your head, a sad poem can give you the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Shiori, that's an extremely poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. How did the MC not realize that Shiori? That's another hint of something sad, but I'm not gonna judge. Thanks, Lyle. I should go write that down then. You can read my phone now, okay? Alright. Alright, so pops off my scalp like the lid of cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in the bottle in all row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make a band. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes to the bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bellows. Deeper and deeper my finger goes. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secret hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scrapping and scrapping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and come my friends. And they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pulled them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each other, to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shattered against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. God damn. That's another sign of being sad from Shiori. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Oh my goodness. There's a hint, but at the time, nobody would really catch on to that. Holy crap. Sorry, do you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but, I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feeling recently. I say that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah. Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. I think that's more of a joking way. Not a sad way. Not a suicide thing. Well, it's a joke. A little too far to some people, but oh well. Sarah's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times, but seeing the passion in her eyes make it hard for me to be pessimistic. Who should I show my phone next? Let's see. My number one favorite. Well, I can't admit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good, but I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all D-sounding to express something. It's going to just sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stops short all of a sudden. Just don't tell me. Eh? You're not going to trying to impress Yuri, are you? Or are you talking about? You keep your voice down. You know, Yuri will love this anxiety. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean looks like I'm in trouble. I'm so struck a nerve. So what do I do this beyond me? I am so done with you. Natsuki shoves a poem I handed her back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting your younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader. I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Suki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Hey. This me and this Yuri route is a bit under. Yeah, well. And last but not least, one. Alright, Lyle. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad, I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you come up with a masterpiece. I don't even count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I gave my phone to Monica. Alright, this one's good. It feels like you're not getting more comfortable with your style. But the Imagineering is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are almost romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about the literature. It's like a light turn on the inside. Light turns on inside her. Finally, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers. Hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, I think she'll want anyway. Maka kind of whispered that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my phone now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violet, getting waveform. Squeaking, screeching and piercing. Sign, cuisine, stagnant, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a piece of crust. An endless poem meaningless. Load me. Yeah, I'll be concerned too. And it's concerning if she likes to break the fourth wall. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short make it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with a reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. What the You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this typing without writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yeah, fucking hell. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's phones, right? I had something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. They really had to do something for the festival. So like we can put together anything in just a few days. It was just end up branding ourselves instead of getting any new members. It's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparation. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sorry has been working on posters. I designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Oh, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? But, Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. It's funny and all of the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of the time. Sorry, who's been coloring posters hold this up for us to see? Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for it, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I can never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Yuri, I understand where they're coming from. I remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And more people who perform the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with other people? Just inspired them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent, Jerry looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think Yuri and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll have to get over it. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri strategically glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. Hahaha, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. That's called foreshadowing. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. Monica, what's with that expressions? If you know that it'll happen sooner or later. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry, I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips her notebook to specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Akana begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills her room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Terry looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set an example. Are you ready to go next, Yuri? I'll go next. Ooh. Yeah, Yuri. Last time Yuri went first. This time it was Yuri. I think. I don't remember. I don't watch my videos sometimes. I'll be right back. I need to blow my nose. Back, everyone. Ooh, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri's clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called Yuri, Ancient Experiences and Each of Us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a little bit good. She practically refuses to do this. Why is she suddenly putting up in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets obsessed with her books. Her quivering words transform into a sharp syllabus of a fierce and confident woman. Her poem is full of twists and turns in the structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealing inside her head. Suddenly she finished. Everyone is solid. Yuri sinks back in the railing and gets around her as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to say this question. I'm the first to start plotting. Everyone joins banter and gave Yuri the recognition she needs to serve. It's not that we didn't want to plot for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. And the applaud Yuri holds a poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sorry, hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Ah. Alright, girl. Yuri, this is a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting to yourself, like in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Yuri begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Shiori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this poem, I probably wouldn't think of much of it. But hearing it comes from Shiori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Shiori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Shiori finishes, and we applaud. I did it. Good job, Shiori. Even Lyle liked it. I guess that's good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Shiori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. It might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where their sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. That's, well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before that's hopefully now. Okay. Who's next? Suki? Hope we can go before Lyle. So like compared to you guys anyway. Might as well let Lyle lower everyone's standard a little bit before I had to do it. Suki, it's fine. I might as well get over it. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what you need. Let's just go with what I wrote for today. Stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel fairly awkward. I cite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities, and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that I'll improve over time now. Yeah, baby. Alright then. Then that just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting? Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feels like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to a poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Ah, well. Do you at least feel prepared not to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever things I want for the other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. It makes sense. Yeah, I know. Maybe. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Oh, that's just how it is. So, well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That's it. I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Please. I should probably put some other poems reciting instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised you're putting in all this effort for this club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. Stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Shiori and Monica, but I'll do my best to keep it. It's for the sake of the club. And President Monica. Then I'll do my best. Ready to go, Shiori? Yep. Look at you two. Always going home together like that. Kinda adorable, isn't it? Nice. Don't make such a big deal of it. Must be a little nice though. Well, How am I supposed to say this one's that? It's okay, well, you know how to say it. Alright, let's go. Alright. I'll walk home with Yuri once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today's area is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. It's Yuri. Sorry, I was missing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, sorry if I'm with the words. So let's just say that one day you're asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. You really think I would do for you? But you're so beautiful and smart. Jeez. Alright, seeing her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Ryan. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if you wanted it to. So, sorry, I already made my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. It's fine. What's the point of speculating something that's never going to happen? Conversation turns off. It's kind of weird. Waiting for Sarah to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Determination. Alright, we're here once more. Last time. Look at that. Determination is part of Yuri. There we go. I think that's it, right? Oh man. Oh, the last one here again. Alright, I just walked in too. Are you practicing piano again? Yeah. Must have a lot of determination. I'll be right back. Blowing my nose again. Back, everyone, for your patience. I've had to go back and forth because I have a cold at this point. Starting this club and now picking up my piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember, the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to pull out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday in 16? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. It's a little bit like Yuri all of a sudden. Oh god, they usually have fried squid. Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people. I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Come on, because. Yes. Huh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. You have to think about it so hard that they don't understand it, guys. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reaction aren't as fun as yours, or yours and I. Excuse me? Where is here anyway? Oh, here we are. Siri is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I'll go over to her. Hey, Tiari. I have my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Obviously she is. Sorry for so many things. Bruh. That's what we be doing. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Very slow to be. Shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with around everyone. Alright, if you say so. I really glanced at the order before turning back toward everyone else. Our conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she knows anything about Siri recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I gently approached Monica, who is shuffling through some paper at her desk. Hi, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Yuri recently? Anything up with her? And what do you mean? Me, I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a little bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Yuri, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Lyle. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bother her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it in. Oh no, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with person of interest. Person of interest. Another sign that you miss. By MC. That. What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Lyle. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Trey talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since she joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. But, no way. Sherry is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Lyle. Have you thought that maybe you always seen as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try and talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Michael smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Michael stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Shiori is sitting. Watch her kneel down next to Shiori and gently talk to her. But she keeps being her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I saw you sit myself down. I know Shiori told me not to worry about her and had to have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. It's like, how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Finally, I notice Yuri appearing at me from her look. But she looks away, just dispensing with the flustered look on her face. I really like that she won't get anywhere like this. I never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord. So I have no choice but to approach her myself. I know it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand from my desk and sit in one next to her. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How were you able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. I apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those moves that I share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comforting thing to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Shiori. Yuri? Yeah, she seemed a little off today. But when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something's happened to her. Oh, that's kind of romantic. Eh? Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that. I just didn't want you to misunderstood. Sorry, I haven't just friends for a long time. That's all. Ah, I see. And perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Maybe I'm just reading into a little too much. Well, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah, so you think that there might be something behind it after all? Hmm. I think that Sarah is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't match what may be going on the inside of her head. Ah, you're literally... She was spot on. She kind of thinks that there's something going on with Shiori, but I think she didn't really pay attention to it too much because Monika's there saying she got it, she can handle it. And Shiori, I don't know, didn't tell her anything that much. But how it looks. And she might not always know what she wants. I know it's her strange behavior today too. At least we're not the only. At least we're not the well, they didn't see. And also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was full occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Theory. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Your son looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Her various avert my gaze. A person's mysteries are all told even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. May uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. A little bit weird to say. You may uncover feelings you weren't aware of yourself. That's how I would put it. Everyone speaks different. Sorry about that, guys. I was interrupted. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be taking my mind off of this whole thing anyway. Okay, everyone. As some time passes, Monica cuts out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I knew it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to receive their poem, and then I do the same. I make contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Yuri. Well, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you show me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can't really feel the emotion. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Eric, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come out naturally to me. But I've been able to prove so much thanks to you. Really, the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling. I'm so glad I got the chance to share some of my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something and you never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Well, during lunchtime I eat by myself. Do you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I've always had some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. Right. But books are still full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discovered the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know, and those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type, and they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you. I'm not a know-it-all. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as a normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. And I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Lyle. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you always treating me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends, and I would say I have at least one success. One in you. If you put it that way, yeah, we really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands. But this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your phone? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Ghosts Under the Light Part 2. Tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance, the blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds, the silhouette grows closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility, but I am too late. He steps into the street light, I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers, my heart pounds. He raises his arm, time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of the ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding? I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touched his hands. The flickering stopped. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is angry. Finish the phone. I start to hand it back to Yuri. But instead of taking it from me, she just looks away. Do you dislike it? Ah, no, of course not. I just don't really know how to respond. By Yuri's phone, using being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri is having a harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you share it with me. So thank you, and I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the phone back to her. But Yuri gently takes my hand and pushes them back towards me. I hesitate to respond to her warm touch. You can. The phone is. Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again. Yuri faintly smiles after she just wanted me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah, don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns his back towards me. I guess we should move on before Monica says something. I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that irritatingly silenced me, and I returned to my scene so I could hurt. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club. Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Lon. Yuri, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright, just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now, if you insist. Yay. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Yuri? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. If I can say anything else, Yuri cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Yeah, no thanks. You didn't even... Next. That was quick. Hi, Lyle. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I had to give it some more thoughts. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Hey, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Your style got super fine, Lyle. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I heard her say more words these past couple days than she talked in the whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all these things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her. That's... It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending the time with her in the club room every day. Hearing that edgy novel with her. Well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know. Alright, okay. Just be careful, right? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up. So if something bad happened while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. But books aren't a total escape from reality. Yeah, totally. For you, Monica. They're just a bandage. You say that like I'm going to hurt her. Sorry, I didn't really mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyway, I'll share my phone with you now, alright? Alright. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells the lady who wanders the earth. The lady who knows everything. You're a beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, victim of the current of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. When all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is still all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky, until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry coat, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I could speak, she responded in a hollow voice. I have found every answer of all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. Am I not your legend? Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up like a something. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get philosophical or anything. It was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. And in a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we have all the answers, when the world starts to lose its meaning. Yeah, that's one thing I noticed. You know, there's something that I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Hello? Alright. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. That's a fourth fall break. There's a hint right there. Come on. You mean one-dimensional? Oh, yeah, that. Anyway. Here's Monica writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing phones, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something about something strange just now? Huh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviate from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadow that something terrible is about to happen. Oh my god! I know how the game will go here when it comes to Yuri having a nice hangout, but yeah. Any your books, maybe? Look, the only thing different is that Siri isn't here. It seems you're right. Siri always helps lighten the mood a little, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she wanted to be. And Doki, please show some decency. Come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. So? Oh, she's alright. Seriously? Of all times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well. So much for you two being all loving dummies. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Yuri. Second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh. That curious restriction coming from Yuri, of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier, and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparation. So, let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And so, for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sure will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can... Nice. Can you help me come up with something, Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Now, Natsuki's pounding too. Even I can tell now. I guess I never gave her enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That might be the case. If I can't also be the leader of my own, then I'm a as a person. So Yuri, you got a beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decoration to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk and focuses starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I say. That's great. It would be wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Lyle. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Isaac and Yuri has a pretty heavy task to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. That's one of my club members. Where are they? I suppose I might have left out. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. Not like Monica's going to get a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. So you try to bump a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall this, Suki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the pink on your own. I may not like to be around if you only make him out of a nuisance. So therefore, you may be more suited to assisting with the decoration. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a cute decoration anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Lyle to... What are you saying? It'll be extreme meticulous work. And making isn't. What do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Lyle to decide how he likes it. Besides, he hasn't really gotten a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. Please, can we just settle this already? Yeah. You're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone will explain at me. Of course, I'm going to go with Yuri because of the route. I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you? Suki? I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No. I was just saying. So, you'll be helping Yuri then, Kyle? Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I'm bad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things. But I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Now, Suki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. Already said it'll be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Suki is feeling a bit sour. So is everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, like I said, may not be the right word. But I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Lai? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested in seeing how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Here is easy to pass up between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know how long it took me, and also, you are the best company I ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so, I get it. I'm kinda surprised though. Well, why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that, but you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. Yeah, I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. I'm looking into the only one surprised. Mulligan are also taking it back by yours words. Miss Yuri had trouble with words trying to cheer someone up. Must be far out of her own comfort zone. I even get to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Yuri. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I could tell that she tried to say something Yuri would say at a time like this. Because Yuri always helped everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kinda appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah, love to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone picks up their things. I start following Monica and I'm looking out of the door as they chat between each other. Turn around. Sorry. I realize I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. You and I exchange phone numbers? Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I managed to take myself useful in some way. Not nearly as great as you are. Aren't underestimating yourself, Lyle. I think that we'll make a very productive team. Even if you only choose because you felt bad or something. There's a reason. I want to get into it. Or a happy ending. Where I will feel that peace, even though we deleted her at the end, but that's for fun. That's for the future. But wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I choose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? Yeah? I didn't realize. I'm telling you what I want to do. That's all there is to it. You believe me? I really think it's really hard again. She looked straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. And after that, I make my way out of the door, Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to come to my house on Sunday. I said she's through. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. There's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of the school. Part of that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this a chance I had to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my eye off of it. I certainly can't wait. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's not going to visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard anything from Yuri since she left club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Yuri said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to push Yuri's phone aside when she might need me? I decided if it's Yuri before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Yuri's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we made it a habit, or simply entering each other's house like we were family. The house is quiet. Yuri isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. She was hanging. Yuri? Hi, Lyle. I sit down in her room. Yuri forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's been no signs between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It's been a long time. Not much really changed, has it? Sure, your room is as messy as it always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decoration that she had for years now. If you come over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly want to come over today? Are you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how do you know that? Sorry, I had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparation, right? Ah, that's true. What about you? Are you going to help? Going to be helping Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then? Yep. There's more silence between us. Sorry stares on a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sarah smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Lyle. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feeling, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I'm thinking that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Yuri. I grab Yuri by the shoulder. I'll be right back. Blowing my nose again. I am back again and again and again. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Ah. Sorry, gives me an empty smile. You're really putting me in a trap, Lyle. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Yuri? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Lyle? I guess I had no choice this time. The thing is, I had a really bad depression my whole life. Do you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of the bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and care into waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. That's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sherry kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to talk about her? Why, Sherry? Why is it why is it that you never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand all now. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I do want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people trying to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I want it so badly for you to make friends with everything else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why. That's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feeling at all, Yuri, but I don't need to understand. All it takes me to help you stop hurting. That's what I'll do. No, Lyle, there's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally shown you what a horrible person I am. Tears streak down Sirius' face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart hurt, and I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. Now you came here and made you hurt her. I'm just being selfish. That's all I am, and that's why I'm going to accept this punishment because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sirius' shoulders. This time, I put her into a tiny brace. Well, Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. Please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Well, Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arm remained at her side. She starts sobbing next to me. Don't do this, it's fine to me. Please don't do this. Well, I speak between herself. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. All I want for her to know is that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to be changed. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's something that you need me to do, which unfortunately for my the MC, there's really nothing much I could do. Just you, Monica being in the way. I think the only thing that can probably beat this is natural instinct of a human. Natural human instinct. Then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. She thinks you may finally put her arm around me in your turn. I don't know anything. That's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Fallout. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are somewhere. And that's really scary too. Sorry, lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, alright? But yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah, very wise prize. If I could spend a whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for you to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along to have out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Yuri shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. Well, I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. Look forward to it. Alright, that's when she killed herself. And by hating herself. I say goodbye to Shiori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. It's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Yuri is right. I shouldn't be worried too much. And we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. If only that was the case. Even if Monica wasn't in the way and interfering with so much shit, yeah, things would have been alright. I should just focus on what's ahead. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me a moment of panic. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry, I wasn't home. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I had known I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And you did manage to get everything I asked you to buy as well. Yeah, very much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine. I take you into my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me impatient. It's so clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. No. It would be embarrassing for my room to be a mess while you're here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would gladly help you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just facing out. It's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decoration and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancement? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy, candles. Wow. And then you plan on taking it back. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity, and for cupcakes, I guess. And I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. I'm kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the foraging event. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles, a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the window in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's the wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with the aromatherapy? I don't know what the fuck that is. Not familiar at all. No, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on how the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the button. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through as well, holding the top. Oh, I know what it is. We have some of it in my house. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I choose jasmine for an event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotion, helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer, and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that will be perfect for sharing our pounds? It sounds suitable. You seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of them. What are those for? Well, you purchased the original paper I asked you to get. Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for forming origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What would those be used for? Well, I'm getting to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some peek. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? I suppose I do get a little intense as you put it. Yuri goes with the red cheeks. Is it just me or is he more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's just the excitement she feels for sharing something that she always enjoys. Here's a word for Lyle. You can write any character you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us back to work. Carefully draw a different character in each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Here unravels a long strand of red ribbons here beside her lip. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver hand has an intricate pattern on the waist wrenched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. So each to their own. You know, if you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kinda into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got. It's funny how nervous you get about sharing. You got. I said get. It sounds better. Well, it's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it's kind of suits you. Suits me. Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. Isn't it? Isn't it? Yuri's relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious off its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow. Lyle? Why do you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I really touched it at all. It is my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of tickle down the side of my finger. Here takes my hand and gives it a little closer look. She stares at it and notices my fingertips. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, we repost my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instantly pull my hand out. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Mary lowers her head, her face burning up. Mary, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm so sorry, I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird, and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Definitely. She's not fascinated into blood and knives or shit like that, but we'll just ignore that. I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift his head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in turn. Lyle? Did you really just do that? Nah, we're even. Yuri just looked at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. That's not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil. The air would be extremely happy right now. So weird, Lyle. Yuri giggles shyly. Eh? Yuri calling me weird? I had no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing here. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress with the paper. I'll be right back. After we finish attaching the papers to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. Looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. Looks great. Good thing you came up with this, Yuri. Ah, thanks. It's something I just saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablet. Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, it's just a little bit of water. It's okay. If you fill the cup too much, it'll be too diluted. Yeah. Taking your advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on the plate to catch any paint that you have, then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? Again, you see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back from her arm. Nothing. Bruh, did we caught her doing something? Your face is a little red. Is it swelling or anything? Ah. No, yeah, well. There's nothing wrong, so let me fix the paint. We caught her in the act, guys. She was cutting herself. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and taking upon herself to unwrap the tablets, wrapping them into cups. So, I thought we'd do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient on the banner, starting with the colors for sunrise and daytime, and sunset and nighttime. Once it's dry, I'll write it in inspirational quote across the banner. You can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Neat. What are you going to write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Yuri's fine with me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. He uses a brush and has a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class project we had back then. Yeah, it sure does. I vividly remember it. I don't remember much of it. Just relax. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Miri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes me feel things a bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. That's all. Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush. I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Yeah. Sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly look at my head in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. No, it's not your fault. Ah, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get the towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I damp it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Here. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with a towel. Is something wrong? I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I started to retract my hand. Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Huh? Just for a little longer. Let's get in. Warm water, yeah. It is agreeable with that. keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes, an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost after she's lost in being followed by her own thoughts. She breathes into half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle finger wrapped around my wrist, sending a tingling sensation through my arm. Slowly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Sorry it was early. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. Yeah, it's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. You pick up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore her ignore the event that just transpired. I hastily retrieved my own brush and continued following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished filling the night sky with the white dots that looks like stars. Look at the banner as a whole. It's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Oh, not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true. But won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here. Then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's only fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. You can say that you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? I know, that's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. Ah, so you don't have any time left? I was thinking hopefully we can have extra time after finishing work. Well, what do you think to yourself? I think it would be irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. Also, it is good to have at least take breaks from time to time. And the most important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all of her things here seems a little downcast. I understand why. It sounds like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last thing that can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I'll walk her out in the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem, glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. Oh well then. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, I can't say that without thinking. About today, it's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted. Because we can't do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you didn't like going out much. As I stumbled over most recently, spotted eventually. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so you're a very thoughtful line. Racing a step closer, then briefly squeezing my hand. I kinda like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Eh? Ah. Hi, hello. Sayori. Just now, we weren't. It's okay, Lyle. I just stopped by and say hey. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm really on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry, but we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow. So that's fine, right? Of course. Sorry, Beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly, Bears, hers off. Is there any way to get by after her? Yori? I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried to stay in my room, but my imagining was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you made such a good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down to his face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Lyle? I'm I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sarah, don't say that. It's true, Lyle. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori? What I said before is true. I'm not gonna let this continue. Thinking about you like this isn't a burden your mind is about to make you happy. And say, you should have just let Sayori finish what Monica was saying. That Monica might have been doing something shady. Come on. Caring about you like this isn't a burden your mind isn't making out to be. It's something that makes me happy. If it's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side so you don't feel any more pain. But Suri looked away. I put a hand on her shirt to reassure. I'm scared, Lyle. I'm really scared. Why are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori, it's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Well, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. There's a little bit of a warning sign there. Well, we already know she's depressed, but should put that more into consideration. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hands down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. You remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Can you still believe me? Endlessly. You're an Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's why I'm going to give it to you. Sorry. I'll give you. Eh? Those are my true feelings. So, there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized this sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you truly are the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we can continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Lyle. Well, is this really okay? Yeah. I pulled Sayori in my arms. I pulled her closer. You never like you never if only in this case, in this alternate universe of Doki Doki Plus universe, it would have if certain things didn't happen here and there with Monica gaining self-awareness somehow. Me too. I feel certain grip around me a little bit. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I've always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? I wonder why. Look like Sayori's human instinct is just not strong enough against, well, whatever Monica putting her through. You're not going that way at all, Lyle. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Okay. I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow. Our first day, right? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know. I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we really are a couple. I really don't know if I can handle anything more right now. If it's really new, it's scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey Lyle, Gary's gazing at me once again. It's funny that. Even if I get really, really sad, This is the best thing for me, right? I don't really understand what Serena means by that. I oh my goodness, that makes me frustrated at MC sometimes. MC are so clueless sometimes of how she's wording things. Well, are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Yuri? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It feels like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know, what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but rarely I never felt more uncertain when it comes to CRA. I know that I love her, and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble explaining to her feeling as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what CRA meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know what that I'll give it everything I got. Sarah is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. Sure, you sure will, definitely. It's not like you will have a nice hang, but it's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Siori. But Siori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but I said that's a little too much. You should have! She'd probably be dead at that point, at this time, without us realizing she is. So it was way too late. Meanwhile, the preparation for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is right, and I generally roll it up and take with me. She sent me the pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I assure her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Suzuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Yuri and Yuri at this festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Hmm. Ah, here it is. This is where everything will end for this one. You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's fine. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing a little booklet on each of the desks in the classroom. That must be the one she prepared that all the poems were performed. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like, and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Yuri with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You think that on days like this important? You, you think that on days like these that is important? She tried a little harder? I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sarah told me yesterday. And suddenly feel awful annoyed. It's not nearly that simple for her. Only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should give. Should I go to wake her up after all? You should take a little responsibility for her, Lyle. I mean, especially after you exchanged with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Oh my god! Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, exchange? Yeah. Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I'm embarrassed. Alright, that is where we go to end it for this Yuri's route. Alright, your round is done at that point. Or time. Yeah. Alright. Well, I did all this right to get the happy ending. If not, I fucking hate myself then. Not really. Oh well. This is the end of the stream, everyone. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like content like this, you like my narration, then subscribe for more. If uh, yeah, subscribe for more if you want to see something more like this in the coming future. And yeah, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button so you won't miss more. And as always, I hope you enjoy. Goodbye.